In this one, we are going to attempt an impossible challenge. We are 14 for 4 in a one-day match. This actually used to happen a lot with India. We have still 43 overs left in the bank. That's been clipped away. First runs of this challenge. We're scoring at less than 2 runs an over. And we've lost 4 wickets on top of that. So that is just awesome. Some swing left alone. Nope, can't even take the tiniest bit of risk right now. Look at that run rate. 1.73. The power play is almost done. Short delivery that's been punched early. I don't think this will run away, but I think we should get to... yeah. Overthrows maybe? Nope. That's full, again a little off pace I think, so couldn't really time that all that well. It'll be yet another dot ball, but also a free hit now. That was a no ball. Where's he gonna go? For the first time we're gonna attempt a real lofted shot, bolted shot, and this is probably the easiest shot. Pulled over the infield on the leg side, a much needed boundary. We have been defending and defending for a long time. That's a full toss, and look at the ball go. I don't think he could have timed that any better. The power play is over, but we still have to put away these loose deliveries. Our run rate is just absolutely horrible. Solid in defense, 10 overs of spin at least, so this is gonna be a challenge for sure. Flights it up. That was a half volley, probably easiest delivery and a lot of room as well, so we'll get through for a single. Again, full. As long as he bowls full, I don't think we should have a problem. It's those half trackers and good length deliveries against spin that are the real problem. That's been flighted up, played with the turn. This might actually go away for 4. Yes, it does. That was a satisfying shot with the turn, cover drive, and we managed to find the gap to perfection as well. Flighted up. This was a proper full toss. I tried going after it as well, but nothing doing. That ball went nowhere. I'm lucky I didn't get caught and bowled. Too much turn. Should have played that through covers as well like last time. This has been pulled in the air. There was no one at fine leg, so pretty safe shot, and it has carried away for 6. That was one powerful hit. It looked awesome as well. With this batting style, every shot is awesome, but this one was extra special. Flighted up, full toss, doesn't carry again. What was wrong with that shot? That was a horrible ball, and even then we couldn't even get a single of it. Look at that for a back foot defense. That actually looked like the real Dhoni. Outside edge, and that will run away for 4 as well. Now the run rate for once is above 3, and we're starting to get a move on. Outside edge, it will go straight to the fielder as well. But we batted for almost 12 overs without losing a wicket. That is an achievement. That is a real problem ball. Thankfully, it is going down the leg side. Why did you jump? Full toss. No, I might have hit it straight to that one fielder. I did, but he doesn't go for the catch. There's only one fielder in the entire outside the ring, and I managed to pick him straight to him, but he doesn't even attempt the catch. That's been cut off the middle, late cut, and that will be 4 as well. Some quick runs in these last 3 overs. That was fast, and thankfully there was a lot of bounce as well, so it goes over the off stump. I tried to go after that, saw that full toss, but don't manage to time it all that well. That ball didn't go up an inch. Outside edge, too fast once again. This time it will get the edge, but go in the gap. That's been clipped. Look at that for a shot. Yeah, I mean, you'll only get one, but this batting style is just such a treat to watch. That's been a late cut to third man for a single. Another awesome looking shot. That's gone off the inside edge, I think. It will be 4. We'll take it anyway. It comes. Boundaries have not come easily at all. That's been... I don't know what that shot was. Jump is in the air when connecting with the ball. It'll get us 1 for all that. Late cut. Has it gone fine enough? Yes, it has. That will be another boundary behind point. This time I think it has gone off the edge and has absolutely flashed past everyone. No one had a chance to do anything. We'll get another boundary in that region. That's been hit down the ground. Is it in the gap? There's a big gap down the ground. Actually, it'll go away for 6. 54 of 83. Not the fastest innings, but we have rebuilt pretty well. 100-run partnership almost. This was a proper hit down the ground. Oh, what was wrong with that? Maybe the timing was a problem. Room given, another stylish shot behind square on the offside for 4. This time in complete control. We are actually looking pretty good now. The 100-run partnership is official. Run rate above 4 now. It was below 2 at one point. Now that will go up a little bit more with that boundary. That's a good hit. Full in the slot, and that was almost a free hit with this field. There's no one there protecting the offside. And we'll get another boundary. And once again, the shot is just top class and a treat to watch. Edged, puts it down. That was a tough chance, but keepers in this game are nothing short of superhuman. 61 of 92, but we have another 20 overs left to do damage. So we can chill for just a little while longer, and if we can get boundaries like this, it is great. No risk on that, just a little punch and we'll get 4. Too far away, and a change of pace as well maybe. And once again, playing a miss. Shot that's been pulled with the angle as well. He's coming from around the wicket, helped it on its way to the leg side. 52 of 59. This was a much faster 50 and a pretty entertaining one as well. Every one of those boundaries were just awesome to watch. Full punch down. Can we come back for 2? That fielder is running in the opposite direction, so we will come back comfortably. That's gone straight up, but I don't think it has gone off the glove or pad. Won't matter in the end, doesn't even carry to the keeper. That was a proper Yorker, goes under the pad perfectly. Where's that going? Try to help it over fine leg, get a leading edge, and it almost ends up carrying too long on. This has been an absolutely amazing partnership. Now we're not even looking that bad. The run rate is pretty good. We've only lost 4 wickets. We have 17 overs left to really start accelerating. It's been hit down the ground. Have I found the gap? I did not. But we will still end up with a boundary. Goes between bat and pad. Skids through almost. That ball moved and got no elevation on it. Even though I managed to time it pretty well, it just did not go up at all. Almost a perfect Yorker there. And this awesome partnership lasting almost 30 overs comes to an end. And we have a new batsman in. We have 16 overs left and not a lot of batsmen even now. So we have to be calm. Why are they appealing bat onto the pad? The ball is still somehow swinging. We're going to have to hurry. The fielder definitely glitched his way to the ball there. Too fast again. Why is the ball moving so much all of a sudden? That's been pulled from almost the wide line on the offside. It works out somehow. It wasn't even that short. Inside edge and another drop from the keeper. That's been pulled and pulled fine. This, I think, will carry away for 6. It does comfortably. Well, you're gonna have to start playing these shots more often now. That's too fast, but I think we've managed to get outside the line of the off stump just in time. Are they gonna review it? I think it should be at least umpire's call because I could see all 3 stumps by the time. Look at that. Look at where it's going. It's not even going to be umpire's call. It is going to be 2 greens. Late cut and fine. Now that shot has been so very useful. We've scored at least 5 or 6 boundaries. So, and for a late cut again, this time something went wrong. Outside edge. He could have put in the time and maybe tried to stop it, but that went absolutely flashed past everyone. Why do I keep playing and missing? Every time I try to play the back foot punch down the ground. Done. Why do you go outside the legs and the batsman just shifts for no reason, exposing all 3 stumps? That was a great ball, but at least put your foot behind the ball. That's been driven. It is actually in the gap and it will be 4. 10 overs left. Full toss, but swing and a miss. That was a really good ball. It was flat, good length, probably the hardest against spin. We live to face another ball. It'll be 1, but that was pretty close. Picked over. Point that did not come off the middle. That was an outside edge once again, flashing past everyone. 103 of 121. We've really upped the scoring rate from 50 to 100. And again, I play and miss, playing the back foot drive. Look at that. That ball didn't even leave the pitch. It is actually coming back. That is how awfully I've timed that. That actually came back to the batsman. This has gone up, but has it gone long enough? It will be 6. And again, this ground seems just a little too small. That should not have been 6. Now, elevation on that. We're going to have to hurry. And thankfully, throws to the middle of the pitch. Run rate almost at 5. But now we really have to up the run rate. 5 is not going to be enough. That will help. This is going out of the ground. Yep. Lands on the roof. Full. It was in the slot. We've taken all those fielders down the ground on and we've cleared them. Full toss. What was wrong with that shot? That should have been another ball that landed on the roof. Another full toss. This time not as big, but big enough. Well, this is the most entertaining part of the innings. We are going to go after everything, especially full tosses like this. This was a proper knee-high full toss. That's been picked with the angle. It came in and we've sent it on its way over. Fine leg for another 6. Another full toss. But this one has gone a little flatter. It'll just be 4, but we'll take it. 5 overs left. 4 wickets in hand. We can really start to swing at everything now. Full toss again. I think the AI is going for Yorkers and ending up with balls like this. Look at how easy this was. Shot pulled. I might have pulled it. Takes it and stays inside the boundary line as well. Unfortunately, I could have literally hit it anywhere. Instead, we hit it to the one fielder deep on the leg side there. 28 of 17, useful innings for sure. Perfect Yorker. See, that's what a Yorker is supposed to be. That's been hit. Again, doesn't look all that convincing, but I think it will be 6. Yeah, 3.5 overs left. At least another 4 or 5 sixes and we'll get to 300. This has gone up and it's going a long way as well. Yeah, lands almost outside the ground. That's pulled. taken, and again they're gonna stay inside the row. Why doesn't that happen when I'm on the batting team? We lose another wicket trying to pull the ball out of the ground, but now we just have to do that. Can't afford to keep things along the ground. Another hit through mid-off. This will be 6 as well. Yeah, I didn't expect us to get to 300 almost. We have. Perfect Yorker. Couldn't get elevation now, I think. The best course is to not run. Even I think we could have run 2 there. 145 or 143. We managed to get the strike rate from 50 to now above 100 again. Doesn't go anywhere. And overthrows even on this ball. I think we could have come back for 2. Instead, it will be another dot ball. This has been hit not very well. It has gone up a lot and it will be another 6. This time through a region we haven't really hit. 151 or 146. 7 sixes in that innings. Most of them coming in the last 10 overs. Another perfect Yorker. Nothing you can do against that. Why are you appealing? This has been hit down, but it might be the end. Yeah. An innings lasting almost the entire 50 overs comes to an end in the final over. That shot always looked wonky, that lofted drive through mid-off. This time they have a fielder deep and it goes straight down his lap. Last ball of the innings, 291. This will be 4, I think. Yeah, almost got all out there, but we'll get for 295 from being 14 for 4 is not bad at all, even though we look like we're going to cross 300. In the end we don't, but still 295 is a pretty good score. One big partnership in the middle, a collapse in the beginning and also a mini collapse in the end. Let's go first ball. We have 2 fielders deep on the leg side. The goal as always is to get the outside edge. They're going to run and they're going to come back. So a dot ball of the first one. That's been cut off the front foot. Didn't look convincing. It'll be another dot ball. Edged and it goes away for 4. Another slip fielder and it would have gone straight to him. I think I will go full on attack mode. Let's have a third slip. We don't have a lot of protection on the offside, so if he manages to middle it, I think it will be 4. Edged and gone the very next ball. We change the field, put a third slip in, and it goes straight to him off the outside edge. That is actually pretty lucky. But in the end, it ends up looking genius. A wicket in the very first over. Try to go after that. It was in the air for a little while, but it will go between short cover and mid-off. Not the best timed shot. It was almost stopped in the end. That's been cut. That shot just never looks great, and it almost always gets the AI 4 runs. Edged and another one taken at third slip. This was an amazing ball as well. Good length, swinging, making him drive and getting the outside edge. We are getting them out in the most classy way possible. Both openers back in the shed. That's a lovely drive. This is the problem with having 2 slips. We got 2 wickets, but if he manages to time the ball, they will get 4. Bat onto the pad. It will be a dot ball, but look pretty good. Look at those sunglasses. This is gone. This is gone out of the ground. It might actually land on the roof. Yes, it does. A big hit, a small ground. That came in sharp. Dot ball. They've actually been pretty aggressive for the first 5 overs in an ODI match. That's been clipped from outside the off stump. I don't know how that shot worked. Should have been stopped, but it will be 4 in the end. We are kind of leaking boundaries here and there. Edged, dropped, taken. I think both the keeper and first slip dropped, and then the keeper comes back and takes it. That was peak cricket 24, but we'll take the wicket. Another wicket in the slip cordon. Actually taken by the wicket keeper, but still The slip fielder should at least get an assist. Look at that. The ball bounces off the first slip's hand and goes to the keeper. That was on the mark as well, but didn't move. So that's been just slapped away. Some swing again, clipped from outside the off stump. This actually looked pretty realistic because he's flicked it through mid-wicket, not behind fine leg. Back onto the ground and bounces over everyone's head. Another flick. This was a pretty bad ball. Maybe he's jogging behind, had no intention of stopping the ball. Inside edge, goes for the drive, not that far away from going back onto the stumps. Oh, how close was that to the off stump? Swing and a miss. And a lot of pace as well, 152 Ks. This is another big hit and it hits an invisible ball. Of course, it is a no ball as well. This one, how big was that? Free hit. I'm just gonna keep it simple, keep it as straight as possible, and he's pulled that, and that'll be 6. 2 sixes in a row. Let's come back in, and is it going down the leg side? The umpire does not think so. It came in sharp, so it might be missing leg, but I think now with umpire score on our side, it should remain out. Are they gonna review it even? Yeah, they are gonna review it. Pitch is in line. It actually didn't move that much, but it's still umpire's call because of height. I thought it would be going down the leg side. That's a beautiful punch off the back foot. Dot ball, still pretty good looking shot. Comes down, tries to send the ball out of the ground yet again, but gets an inside edge. Even this will be stopped. That's been whacked. Put in the dive. Puts in the dive. Finally, a fielder does what he's supposed to and will save the boundary. What was that? I mean, even on the bowling side, that just is not satisfying at all. We get a wicket in the worst possible way. The keeper already had the ball in his hands, and then the batsman decides to run for no reason at all and gets himself run out. And now, I mean, they are 5 down. They're in a worse position than we were. We were never 5 for 82. Full toss. Has it been hit well enough? Barely, but it will be 6. It ended up being a low full toss, I think. Goes for a switch hit. Why a 91 for 5? And he's tried to do something that makes no sense at all and ends up losing his off stump. Goes for 46. Thank you very much. 6 for 91. Australia were 94 for 7 now. Well, we might wrap them up under 100 here if we are lucky. But they were also like 90 for 7 against Australia on a special evening in a one-day match just like this, and ended up chasing 290 something. That's been flicked fine, and it will be 4. I think against Afghanistan it was Maxwell and Cummins. Here it is Green and Cummins. Look at that for turn. That has turned off almost a half volley. Outside edge and goes away in the gap for 4. Probably too little too late, but we still need to get the one remaining batsman out. Look at that for swing. Even for Australia, the ball started swinging out of nowhere in the middle of the innings. That's come in maybe, but I don't think it's come back in enough. That's pulled with the angle. That was too straight and just easily picked away. This is seemingly a tiny ground in this game. Where was that ball going? Well, it is going to a fielder's hand because Creed has picked the worst ball we bowled in some time, and he's hit it straight to deep mid-wicket, and this somewhat annoying and slightly dangerous partnership comes to an end. I mean, they still need 150, but it was almost a 50-run partnership here. Swing and a miss. Nowhere near the ball on that occasion. Edged, taken, but is it a pump ball? It is not. That will be wicket number 9. And we are just one ball away from performing a miracle here, winning from an awful position like 14 for 4. Look at that for a catch. And it ended up looking pretty human. There we go. You miss, I hit full straight, and the off stump is knocked over on the ground. We end up winning by what, 125 runs, I think, 120 runs from being 14 for 4. I hope you enjoyed this one. If you want to see another epic India-Australia clash, click the video on screen. For now, like, comment and subscribe for more Cricket 24 videos and updates. Thanks for watching and have a great day wherever you are.